Good evening, everyone. Bienvenue, Amboa Stitch. Welcome to the opening night of the Canmore Festival of Art and Creativity. My name is Jeremy Elborn. I'm the Executive Director here at Arts Place. First off, I'd like to acknowledge that Arts Place is located on the lands of Treaty 7 territory. We acknowledge the past, present, and future generations of Stoney Nakoda, Blackfoot, Tunaha, and Tsuut'ina nations who help us steward this land, as well as honor and celebrate this place. That was not a disrespectful last. It was just I just learned how to pronounce that name. So. We're thrilled that you're able to join us here for this cabaret. I'm going to turn this over to Ellen Braun, who curated tonight's event. But first, I'd like to acknowledge also a couple of sponsors for this evening. The Department of Canadian Heritage, or the Government of Canada through the Department of Canadian Heritage. And also, I'd like to acknowledge BMO Financial, who are sponsoring our digital events during the festival as well, too. So without further ado, Ellen Braun.
Thank you, Jeremy. Hi, everyone in this room and out there. Welcome to this special evening of art, coming to you from Arts Place. And we're so excited that this is the night to kick off Canmore's 10-day Festival of Arts and Creativity. I'm so honored that the team at Arts Place has asked me to curate this event together and that I was able to connect with and bring together the talented artists that you'll meet tonight. Like many of you, I'm trying to navigate these after times. And just about every part of my reality has tipped sideways. And like many of you, I've reflected on what truly matters. For me, my children have risen up and rallied and been such good sports about being cooped up together. And my own mother checks in on us regularly, thousands of miles away. And she's even making sure that our youngest is becoming a confident reader. And she's watching, so hi, Mom. So both as a parent and as someone's child, I've reflected on these special bonds. And they inspired me to gather together artists tonight to celebrate the joys and the challenges that come with parent-child connections. I know when I had a bunch of little babies at once, and I would go to the grocery store, and you know the people, I don't know who they are, they'd say, just enjoy every minute. And I get it, because babies are really cute, but it's also hard to enjoy every single minute. So I wrote this song when my son was just a baby, and he's here tonight. And it's one of only a handful I managed to squeak in the decade that I first had children, became a mother. It's about gratitude and also the struggle of parenting, because it wasn't easy. It still isn't easy, but my children have taught me so much about who I am and what I want to be when I grow up, getting there. And I thank them for all the joy they bring into our collective lives. And I dedicate this song to them. It's called Olin. Down by the riverside I was walking with you, and I wondered, were you walking with me too? Down by the riverside I was talking to you, and I wondered, were you talking to me too? You are crawling towards me, but not forever, not for long. You touch your lip in that way, and you will change, and I will stay with you. Oh, time moves on and on. Time moves on and on. Oh, time moves on and on, and time moves on. You have taught me to listen to myself and to you. You knew me right away. You held me close. You held me close. Every breath you take in, we're awake again, but together. And though I'm tired, I'm alive. Oh, time moves on and on, and time moves on and on. Every breath you take in, we're awake again, but together. And though I'm tired, I'm alive. Oh, time moves on and on. Time moves on and on. We were awake together and on and on. Down by the riverside I was talking with you, and I wondered, were you talking to me too? Thank you so much. That's the first time I think I've played inside in 6 months, and I'm glad I had my little son here to coach me through it all. Next we have Christy Wolfe, whose experience as a medical mom lies at the heart of her passion for documentary-style photography. So she'll be coming up. And immediately following Kristy is Sonia Deleo, a Calgary-based folk soul artist with a dynamic vocal range and a knack for storytelling. And I hope you'll enjoy Sonia as much as I did the first time I heard her music and dragged my guitar and bags across the Calgary airport back in the days where I don't even know what that looks like anymore, just to see what was behind that gorgeous sound. And I'm so glad that I found her. So Kristy is based in Canmore with her husband and 2 sons, and Kristy's been telling stories through photography for the past 7 years. When Kristy's son Kane was born 8 weeks early in 2012, she had her camera with her during most of the 54 days they spent in the NICU. 6 months later, Kristy began sharing her family's story through images, photographing their time in the hospital during Kane's heart surgery in 2013, and again in 2019, in the hopes that other families living with pediatric illness will feel less alone. Kristy teaches a photography class here at Arts Place, and she's recently released her first book, Telling Your Story Through Photography. The first part of the book and her presentation tonight is based on her son's heart surgery this past year, and proceeds from the sale of this book go toward Pay It Forward photography sessions for medical, special needs, and palliative families. So without further ado, this is Kristy Wolfe.
Just going to give him a second to get the screen ready. And perhaps the other screen too. Thank you. Mama said there'd be days like this. Prior to my son's open heart surgery, he was given this coping scale. It has 5 round yellow faces with the following statements. 5, I'm feeling great. 4, I'm feeling fine. 3, I'm feeling a little unsure. 2, I'm beginning to lose it. 1, I lost it. I need a break. Leading up to Kane's heart surgery, I was a 3 on the scale. I was unsure. How different would this heart surgery be? This time he wasn't a baby. This time he was able to clearly communicate his concerns like needles. I was also unsure how much information to share with his little brother, Maverick. He wasn't around when Kane had his first heart surgery. Today I'm sharing my heart with you, just as our photographer, Roz, of Slice of Love Photography, shared her heart with our family. Roz is also a heart warrior, and her personal photography project is to follow a family during heart surgery to get a clearer understanding of what they would have faced. Leading up to surgery, there was a lot of topics that kept me awake. Like, what if Kane had a hard time coping with the surgery preparations? The fasting, the IV, the waiting. The answer, you do as much as you can to prepare them. Here we're watching a video put out by the hospital about what to expect on surgery day. Distractions are so important in the days and hours leading up to surgery. Wrestling with Dad and Uncle Brendan, hanging out with Nana, this spy kit from his aunt and uncle were amazing distractions for both our boys. As for me, I was chatting about photography with Roz. Finding things to focus on helps me to feel fine. I wouldn't say great, but fine is okay too. Another way I prepared for our Kane's heart surgery was by packing cameras for him and I. Together, we're doing a photography project involving both his perspective and my perspective. This is what he sees while waiting for chest x-rays. Transfer of strength. That's what my mom wrote when she first saw this image. I didn't feel strong. I felt like I was a 2. I was beginning to lose it. The thing I was most worried about was getting Kane and our family all prepared for surgery and then getting bumped. A patient can get bumped by an emergency right up until they are asleep on the operating table. I also wondered whether Kane would want to take any photos. He took a few and even brought a camera into the operating room, but he was more interested in asking the medical team questions. Kane did what Kane needed, and that is the best possible outcome I could hope for as a mom. One of the questions I like to ask the families I photograph before a session is, are there any everyday moments that you know you want documented? This is one of ours. This is our group hug. We're missing our son Maverick, but this is one of the things. And then Dad asks who's first, and someone leans their face in for kisses from the rest of us. These are Roz's words. When Christy was wheeling her son into his heart surgery, I almost completely lost it. The strength she had to roll him in and leave him there, to walk out of that room and have hours trying not to think about his chest being cracked open. This is strength. How do you pull yourself together after that walk? With connection. This is my rock, the husband, not the horse. Harrison has been there for me every time I've needed him. He deals in my particular brand of crazy unbelievably well. But these photos are not for him or for Kane. They are for me because I was there too. Roz wrote, this may be my most favorite photo. Parents taking a moment to connect while waiting for their son to be brought up to the PCICU. But here are my words about the same image. This fish tank sucks. I mean, it's beautiful and the kids love looking at the fish, but this fish tank sucks. It sucks because it's where you sit and wait while your kid is having heart surgery. It's where you sit and wait for the surgeon to come tell you how surgery went. It's where you sit and silently berate yourself about not being there at the exact right moment to ask questions that you didn't even know you needed to ask. It's where you sit and wait some more until your child is stable enough for you to go see them. This fish tank sucks, but it's a part of our story. The Stollery Children's Hospital and the Pediatric Cardiology Intensive Care Unit are a part of our story. Every one of the staff that walked into room 13 are a part of our story. I was so grateful for every one of the staff members involved in Kane's care, but I still wondered whether Kane's recovery would be as smooth as the first time. This was one of our updates to family and friends. This little black box is running the show right now. We haven't talked much about it in this group, but Kane's heart has not been beating fast enough to come off the pacing wires. Kane's surgery was successful in that they removed 95% of the stenosis inside his left ventricle. They also were able to repair his quadricuspid valve, which was an unexpected bonus. Unfortunately, the electrical system in his heart took a bit of a hit. I'm so grateful my brother, who is an anesthesiology resident, was able to be with us. His ability to translate medical jargon was second only to his calming presence. I hold it together most of the time, but sometimes I hit a 1 on the coping scale. I will never have the words to adequately thank Roz for capturing images of me, the medical mom, the family photographer, the heart warrior, because I was there too. Our September 26th Facebook update said, Kane is back in surgery. The electrical system in his heart has not recovered since his surgery 3 days ago. So his medical team are inserting a pacemaker. This is not what we expected, but we are grateful for all the love and support. Kane has a pacemaker. It still feels strange to say it. Pacemaker. This little device is how they test it to make sure it's doing its job. You know, the job of keeping him alive. Even months later, when Kane is active and playing and being a regular kid, the thought of that pacemaker can sneak up on me. This is our heart warrior. He's checking up on me. Really, he's one of our heart warriors. I would have to say our whole family are heart warriors. Mama said there'd be days like this, and the best way I know how to get through days like this is by talking about it. My hope is by sharing our story, someone else will see their own strength and resilience.
Change me for the better now. I'll walk beside you all my days. And when you go, I hope you know that you're the best thing that ever came my way. There's room for everyone. Just let the path you walk be kind. And when you love and rise above the clouds of darkness, a peaceful sky is what you'll find. But there's a place inside your heart. It knows just what is right. Listen to it carefully. Let it clear your sight. Hey, little lady, don't let their words change anything. Follow what you know to be true. And when you follow, that's not all that really matters. Your best is all that you can do. But there's a light inside of you, and it deserves to shine. But this might not make sense right now. beside you all my days. And when you go, I hope you know that you're the best thing that ever came my way. Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Sonia Deleo. Thank you, Kristy. That was a super beautiful story. Oh, man. I don't know. Moms are the strongest people on earth, honestly. This next song, I'm going to play a few original songs for you. That was a song called Little Lady that I wrote for my kids. I have 2 girls who are 10 and 13 at this point, and there was a point where I was like, oh, man, I better write them a song. And then I thought, how on earth do you sum up everything you could possibly want to say or impart on your kids or teach them or whatever into one song? And so often I joke when I introduce that song before I play it that it's 12 minutes and just bear with me. Of course, you know, it's very funny. And often there's silence and people are like, oh, no. And it's my favorite thing. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey here. I'm going to play a few original songs, and I am, I'm going to incorporate kind of all of it. You know, I'm a mom. I am a single mom at this point. And then COVID, and then all this time at home, and then just like the fact that it's scary to raise kids at all, you know, it's the most beautiful and crazy thing I've ever done. And so I think this next song is called Monsters, and it's kind of, I realized that I was trying to write songs just to be pretty and palatable and pleasing to everyone. And then I thought, like, what happens if I just let it be a little bit ugly? So, and a little bit dark, because life is not always rainbows. And yeah, so, and then I also got thinking about this nightmare that I used to have as a kid. Actually wasn't, it was like a daymare nightmare combo. It became an anxiety thing that I thought about a lot. I had this image in my mind of these monsters that were made of mud that would show up at my window every night when I went to bed, after I went to bed. And if I was sleeping in the right position, it was fine. They'd leave me alone and they'd go to the next house or whatever, however it worked. But if I was sleeping in the wrong position, then they would take me somewhere. Luckily, I made the whole thing up and I was always in the right position. This is Monsters. There are monsters in the moonlight. They got mud beneath their nails. They've been crawling up the cold banks of this river that you sail. Now they're killing all the townsfolk, taking them out one by one. And the only way to stop them is to look straight at the sun. There are monsters in the moonlight, they got mud beneath their nails, been crawling up the cold banks of this river that you sail. They're killing all the townsfolk, taking them out one by one. Only way to stop them is to look straight at the sun. Oh, you're running hard, yeah, you're trying to outrun the wind. But the answer is here and the coast is clear and you're never going back again. There are strangers in the alley, come to show you who you are, screaming in another language, painting poetry on cars. They beat mallets on your eardrums while you're shackled to the seat. Say now look inside your pocket, all along you've had the key. Oh, you're running hard, yeah, you're trying to outrun the wind. But the answer is here and the coast is clear and you're never going back again. Oh no, you're never going back again. desert, playing a game of hide and seek. All you got to do to find them is to wake up from your sleep. They move quietly around you, dusting cobwebs off your eyes, fold origami out of memories till there's nothing left but sky. Oh, you're running hard, yeah, you're trying to outrun the wind. But the answer is here and the coast is clear and you're never going back, no. Oh, you're running hard, yeah, you're trying to outrun the wind. But the answer is here and the coast is clear and you're never going back again. Oh no, you're never going back again. Oh no, you're never going back again. There are monsters in the moonlight, they got mud beneath their nails. Thank you. All right, so so that song's kind of, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot, and when COVID happened, when we were stuck in our houses, I'm an extrovert, big time, like full end of the spectrum, and it was hard. It was really, really interesting and lonely, and there was this weird combination of wanting to do things and wanting to stay in bed, and so this next song's called "Turn Around, Baby," and I wrote it before that, but it felt very fitting during. And it started off as a pep talk to myself, because some days it is the idea of getting up and getting out and trying again is so exhausting and scary. And so I started writing this song for myself, which is rare for me. And then partway through writing it, my sister started having a bit of a weird time. And it kind of became about her, which is one of my favorite things about music, is that the songs continue to evolve, and you just never know. Sometimes they're for different people at every show. Turn around, baby. It's all okay. How can I tell you that I love you if I can't see your face? Well, turn around, darling. Open those eyes. It'll be clear now, and it starts here tonight. Well, I know I've said before that I won't let you down anymore when they knock on that door. Put your feet on the floor. Well, only you, baby, can turn darkness to light. You gotta be brave now, and please stop this fight. Everyone's waiting, and they've been waiting so long, and someone else could sing it, but babe, it's your song. Well, I know I've said before that I won't let you down anymore when they knock on that door. Ooh, ooh, put your feet on the floor. Well, I know I've said before that I won't let you down anymore when they knock on that door. You put your feet on the floor. Well, turn around, baby. It's all okay. okay? How can I tell you that I love you if I can't see your face? Thank you. Thanks. All right, I got 2 more songs for you. Although if I'm somehow going way over, just someone yell. This next song's called Do It All. And so a friend of mine connected me with another musician friend when she learned that we both had the same song idea. And we had each talked to her about it. And so she teamed us up, and she was like, you guys should write that song. Her name's Lisa Jacobs. She's a Calgary bass player. And we ended up doing just that. And we had both had this thing on our mind of just all of the societal messages that we are constantly inundated with. And, you know, it doesn't matter who you are. There's so many pressures, and there are so many opinions and so many ideas that other people have about who the heck you should be and what you should do. And we kind of wanted to write like a... People want all this stuff from you, but what happens if we all just be ourselves, for goodness sake, and stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and see what happens? You better not walk too tall. Everybody likes it better when you stay small. Run, yeah, you run to the bitter end. You question whether running is your foe or your only friend. You're too young to know. Better figure out the future before you grow too old. You work, claw your way up the cold brick wall. You break that ceiling, but the glass cuts you as you fall. Trying to do it all. Who made these rules? Come on, it's me and you. We must be fools to think that we can do everything for everyone. We wage this war that can't be won. Well, let's face the truth. We just can't do it all. They're telling you to behave. Smile, you were flirting. When you frown, you're much too grave. So you hide, yeah, you lie to yourself instead. What you gonna do when all the line leaves your spirit dead? You're trying to do it all. Who made these rules? Come on, it's me and you. We must be fools to think that we can do everything for everyone. We wage this war that can't be won. Well, let's face the truth. We're just gonna do it all. Speak up, shut up, too loud, not loud enough. Burn bright, hide your light, down to earth and out of sight. Short skirt, collared shirt, sway the vote, know your worth. Are you in, are you out? I ain't in or out. You're trying to do it all. We made these rules. Can't do it all. We must be fools. Just can't do it all. Everything for everyone. We wage this war that can't be won. Well, let's face the truth. We just won't do it all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cool. This is fun. So thank you, Ellen, for bringing me out here tonight. Thanks, everyone, for watching at home. You know, it's not nothing. It's great. It's so exciting to be in a room with people and to hear those claps and just the breathing. Also, speaking of breathing, did you see how much I spit on that song? That's why we wipe everything down and we bring our own mics. Good grief. Sorry, guys. Messy. But hey, this is a super duper lovely thing to celebrate. I am very honored to be a part of it. And yeah, I hope we can keep going up from here. Thanks for having me, Arts Place. go, they say. It's not helping you to stay here, but I fought instead. Wore a coat made of my own fear. Slow down, you said. Remember what you came for. It's all in your head. Quit trying to open up the old door. And can I be the seer and the seen? Forget about the middleman between. I see the child behind your eyes. Have learned the game in your disguise, and I will know your name. Show me, I said. I'm ready to be opened. Already reached my edge. Can you teach me how to soften? And can I be the seer and the seen? Forget about the middleman between. I'll find the child behind my eyes. I'll learn the game in my disguise, and I will know my name. I'll find the child behind my eyes. I'll learn the game in my disguise, and I will know my name. I am love, I am love, I am love, I am. I am love, I am love, I am love, I am. I am love, I am love, I am love, I am. I am. Oh, I found the child behind my eyes. I've learned the game in my disguise. I found the child behind my eyes. Never again will I ask why. I found the child behind my eyes. I washed away, I washed away, I washed away, I washed away, I washed away. Oh, I found the child behind my eyes. I washed away my own disguise, and now I know my name. All right, thank you so much. My name is Sonia Deleo. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks, Sonia. Just trying to figure out how to do this. It's all new to me. I spent a lot of time just at home without a mask on because I just spent a lot of time alone or with my children, hence the theme. Jill Jamieson is joining us tonight. Well, first of all, thank you, Sonia. That was amazing. Jill Jamieson is joining us tonight. She is a mother and a prominent member of Canmore's community. She regularly contributes her expertise and leadership, making this town even more incredible than it already is. And I've been blessed to spend a lot of time with Jill as she's delved into her ability to pen songs and sing them with her. Well, you'll see. I really like listening to Jill sing, and I hope you do too. So enjoy.
Thanks, buddy. Hi, everybody, friends and neighbors. I got my Friday night shirt on. I was double dog dare to wear the sequins, and I don't back down from a double dog dare. It's so fun to be here. I was just thinking about how this song connects, and it came out of a little rough patch I had a few years back. And I learned that, one could learn, not me necessarily, but one could learn that being in the fetal position and watching Netflix and drinking wine from a straw is not supportive or helpful in the long run to getting out of a rut. So what gets you out of a rut is parenting, actually, because you got to get up in the morning and you got to take care of those kids, and I got 2 of them, and they didn't want to come here tonight, not like Olin. They were like, "You and Dad are going to be out of the house? Outstanding." So that's what they're doing. And the other thing I learned, other than having friends and family and community help you out, is sometimes you just need a couple little things, like a hot shower and a cold drink, or this song. Clean sheets and a hot meal, old flames with a sweet feel, new friends driving hard deals, hard deals. I'm out of the frying pan into your fire. I'm climbing out of the muck and the mire, looking to find my heart's desire, heart's desire. Buying time to heal, stealing space to feel, baby, I'm gone. Got me feeling numb, searching to find just who I become, who I become. Buying time to heal, I'm stealing space to feel, baby, I'm gone. Time to heal, I'm stealing space to feel, baby, I'm gone. And all I need is clean sheets and a hot meal. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. What a great night, Ellen. You having fun yet?
I am. Thanks for coming, Jill.
Yeah.
That was lovely. And that's a song that Jill wrote in this beautiful town of ours that does an amazing job of supporting the local arts community, as well as brings in wonderful artists from other places. So it's really lovely to do this here. Coming up next, we have Chick Denton. She is a longtime performer and another Canmore local with a huge heart for connecting people around music. She's the owner of Whistling Duck Music and founder of Guitar Mama Showcase, which I am a very proud card-carrying member of, and also the Brotherhood of Strings. She's also directing Valley Winds Choir and Youth Choir, and her belief is that there's music in all of us, and it's a key driver in her life. Her own music is often around family and connection. She has 3 kids of her own, and she has no shortage of material for songwriting. So with no further ado, here's Chick Denton.
Thank you, Ellen. Man, I am in esteemed company tonight. It's funny, Sonia said about being an extrovert and how hard it was when COVID shut everything down. Well, I live in a family of introverts, and usually I'm the one that works from home, and everybody else goes away, and then suddenly 5 of us were home all the time. And as an introvert, that was tough. And it still is, because we're all still working from home. Dang it. But one of the best things that we can do for our kids, I think, is to see them and love them for who they are and not for what the world is trying to make them be. And that came up in one of Sonia's songs, too, which was a nice little segue here. But when you're 8 years old and you are the picture in the dictionary beside introvert, and you go to a public school that is designed for extroverts, it can be tough. And so now that 8-year-old boy is a 6-foot-tall man-child, and he's still the introvert's introvert. And so this song is a song I wrote for him when he was little, but now he's big. And it's going out to everybody who doesn't fit in any boxes. Just stay true to who you are, especially if you're an introvert. It can be tough in this world. It's a complicated maze that he keeps inside his head. He doesn't want to talk. He is reading on his bed. He lets his stories out on the canvas, on the keys, on the rocks beside the river is where he truly breathes. At times emotion bubbles up when the big world elbows in, and he just has to find a place where there's only space and him. Daedalus and feathered dreams and howling at the moon. That is where his heart goes out to play. Beneath the winter sky, he sees music in the stars, and all the sticks and stones for the masterpiece they are. He holds the beauty close, and it fills him with delight. It fuels a fire within so he can radiate his light. Does he know my world revolves around the golden glow he sheds? At times I just don't understand what goes on in his head. Ripped up jeans and ice cream dreams, artistic genius flair. That is where he lets his walls fall down. I woke up from a dream. It was dark as dark can be, and I heard the king. He was singing in a tree. He couldn't know I listened to his song so soft and low, but it flew right to my heart as it drifted in my window. I said, King, you rule the skies with your silent feathered wings. Why are you so shy to open up and sing? It's in the dark of night and it's underneath the moon. That is where you let your secrets out. Daedalus and feathered dreams and howling at the moon. Ooh. Solitary creature, to thine own self be true. solitary creature, to thine own self be true.
Thank you. Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you so much, Sue. That is a beautiful song. I think I first heard it at a Guitar Mama showcase. Sue is an incredible part of our community, so I just want to give her one more round of applause for all that she does for music in this place. Okay. I think I'm looking here to our millions of viewers out in the world. That's what's happening right now. But I'm talking to two of you, Maeve and Ruby. You're watching, right? Like Mommy told you to be good kids at home and watch the live stream. You can't answer back, but I will quiz you later. And but now is the time for you to gather up your kids because it's story time. It's for adults too, but we have Doug Saul tonight, and he's recently published the book Wild Alley Night, a story that invites young readers along an adventure into the beauty of the world that awakens after the sun has set. Now, following Doug we're going to finish the set with, or the evening with a set from John Wort Hannam. So I'll just introduce him now. John is one of my mentors and definitely a personal hero of chock full of advice during these interesting times. And at some of my lowest points in the pandemic, he's helped me to see the bigger picture and reminded me of his own journey. Back in 2001, John wasn't thinking about having kids, he was thinking about songwriting. So he quit his teaching job and spent 10 months spending all his savings. Sound familiar, artists out there? While he sat at his kitchen table wearing a lucky hat writing his first 10 songs. And almost 2 decades later, he's got a JUNO nomination, Canadian Folk Music Award for Best Album of the Year, and he's also the proud father of one son named Charlie. So you're going to hear from John after Doug. And when Doug is not at the Canmore Arts Place Festival of Art and Creativity, he may be found running trails, doing the dishes at home. Can we get a amen on that? Yeah? Or working as a ranch hand in the Alberta foothills. So I hope you will gather up your people and join us for story time.
Thank you, Ellen. I started imagining that bio of John was about me, and I was really liking it. And then you went to my bio. I was like, oh, right, okay. So the moon is sometimes called the traveler's lamp. Underneath the traveler's lamp, underneath the traveler's lamp, looking for a place to set my camp, underneath the traveler's lamp. I suppose I'm thinking of two kids from a place like Regina, and they wake up in the night, they hear something, and they head out on a journey into the night. So here's to all the kids out there and to all their wild nighttime journeys. Didn't make a difference. Through the rusted fence, past red earth bricks, walking home from school. In the bright white blaze of the prairie sun, through the breeze of the cottonwood cool, the old corner store, the dusty alleyway, a magpie bursting through the blue sky day. Digging sand and gravel, piling up the rocks by the sun-bleached car, up on cinder blocks, snuffling, furry, snoring sleepers, curled against the light, dreaming through the day for their wild alley night. Kitchen window, dinner time, the cool of the evening breeze, uncurling shadow in the hollow maple tree. There's a smile up in the sky, a crescent, milky, creamy moon shining like the eyes of the bush raccoon. The tattered, tucked-in quilt pulled up on their bed. Sun is melting down. Sky is glowing red. Dog laps water from his old green pail, circles to sleep, nose on his tail. Outside, in the alley, now the sky is turning gray. Tabby cat stretches, scratches, saunters on his way. The first star sparkles in the dream drop skies. Silence, and the owl tree, golden watchful eyes. There's dewdrops on the dandelions. There's a broken streetlight, bright noise city, and a pool of night. Moon is in the trees, shadows in the street. It's a wilderness alley when the people fall asleep. Starshine, moonshine, spreading all around, waking in the midnight. Did you hear that sound? Tiptoe to the window, to a sparkle star delight, watching as the lane becomes a wild alley night. Scuffle on the rooftop, a rattle on the window pane, raccoon dangling from the eaves trough again, drops to the windowsill, pressed against the glass, scrabbles down the fence, grubbing in the grass. Leaves in the laneway, misty night fog, power lines and puddles, the croaking of a leopard frog, flying squirrels flitting from the hollow tree trunk, white striped scuttle, a snail-digging skunk. A shadow in the moonlight, the little brown bat hunting in the darkness, furry acrobat, a moth around the moonflower, blooming in the night, drinking sweet nectar, dropping out of sight. Garter snake glides in the rhubarb patch, unblinking eyes on the crickets in the grass, drinking from the pothole, white-tailed deer, a mouse, and the turning of a bobcat's ear. Wrapped in their blanket, their warm wonder robe, holding hands and holding tight, sailing around the globe, nighttime neighborhoods, quiet streets and parks, nighttime world in the beautiful dark. Honking, flapping flock of geese paddling past the moon, a turtle and a salamander on the sandbox dunes, yowl of coyote, a sweet whistle bark on their soccer schoolyard in the comfortable dark. Fireflies, lightning bugs, mushrooms glowing green, aurora borealis, a northern sky dream, a river of stars as the moon sails away, burning silver sand in the turning Milky Way. In the nighttime ocean glowing, the desert twilight, rolling around the world, living in the night, a river of dreams while the animals play. The day is a night, and the night is a day. Shooting stars and nodding heads, northern lights and a cozy bed, raccoon waddles to her maple tree trunk, climbs up the bark, curls in her bunk. Graying in the sky, sunshine nears. Owl is a tree trunk, cat reappears. Flooding golden light, dimming diamond star, porcupine hides in the rusting car. In the morning dove dawn, where the starlight shone, the sun is in the window, the night world is gone, playing in the park, blue morning bright, but dreams still remember wild alley night. Underneath the traveler's lamp, underneath the traveler's lamp, looking for a place to make my camp, underneath the traveler's lamp. Thanks, Arts Place. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ellen.
Hi, everyone. Hello out there in YouTube land. Thanks for having me here to help kick off the Canmore Arts and Creativity Festival. I appreciate it very, very much. I love Doug's book there, and especially the the inquisitive spirit of exploration, and I think that's one of the things my dad passed on to me, one of the things I try and pass on to my son. And I've chosen 4 songs that all have to sort of revolve around my kid, Charlie, who I think's watching. Hey, bud. Here we go.
Well, on the day you leave, I will try not to cry. I will lay in your bed, sing a sweet old lullaby, and I'll send you out into the world. I'll sneak my heart in a hamper and a 20 in your shirt. Never thought I could love this hard. You caught my heart off guard. I never had any doubts until you came along. I had it all figured out, but oh boy was I wrong. And of all the crazy things I did, you're the best one, kid. Never thought I could love this hard. You caught my heart off guard. You caught my heart off guard. And little trains pulling into stations on the floor, buckaroos with 6-shooters crouched behind the door, and praying it ain't broken every time I see you fall and sleeping one eye open. In case I hear you call, I'll miss it all. I'll miss it all. The hours wondering who you may become. I could wish so many things, but I have only one. May you find yourself a love that's true, the kind I found in you. Never thought I could love this hard. You caught my heart off guard. You caught my heart off guard. You caught my heart off guard.
Thank you so much. Thanks, you guys. It's weird that there's people here. It's been a weird little while. It feels strange to wear pants. I've been walking around in my gaunch for 6 months around the house. So, all right. Again, in the spirit of exploration, my son actually gifted me with this song. We lived in Fort Macleod, Alberta for, I don't know, about 15, 18 years. I'm not even sure. I lost count. And then we moved to Lethbridge, where I live now. And one of the things I asked my son when we arrived in Lethbridge, I said, do you miss Fort Macleod? And he said, I only miss one thing. He said, I miss that place where the dotted lines turned to gravel. And when he was a toddler and a baby, I used to walk him every day in his stroller to what we called the Wilderness Park in Fort Macleod. And I said, what do you mean, the park? You know, what are you talking about? He said, you know that park, and we go off the pavement and into the gravel? And I said, thanks, kid. And then I went home and wrote this song. It's called Acres of Elbow Room.
I love the noise, I love the lights, I love the heartbeat of the city at night. Down on the main drag, all along the avenue. I love the beat, I love the boom, I love the feel of a crowded room. Down on the main drag, all along the avenue. But sometimes I need to breathe, I need to move, I need acres of elbow room. Somewhere where my mind can unravel, out where the dotted lines turn to gravel. I miss the first light, I miss the starry nights, I miss the road with no end in sight. Looking back, I can see how far I've come. I miss my boy, I miss my wife, I miss him more than ever tonight. Look back, baby, we can see how far we've come. But sometimes I need to breathe, I need to move, I need acres of elbow room. Somewhere where my mind can unravel, out where the dotted lines turn to gravel. When life gets heavy and all too much, when I feel like I'm losing touch, I just close my eyes and drift away. I go somewhere to breathe, somewhere to move, somewhere with acres of elbow room, somewhere where my mind can unravel, out where the dotted lines, yeah, out where the dotted lines, out where the dotted lines turn to gravel, turn to gravel, turn to gravel.
Thank you very much. Well, as Ellen said in that little bio that she read, let's see, what was it, 10 years ago? I definitely was not thinking about kids. I've been married for a long time. My wife and I will celebrate 25 years. Next year, oh, it was all her. Thank God she hung in there. That's, and I remember we would talk about having kids. She would say to me, do you think we should have a child? And I'd always say, it always seemed to happen right before we're going to go grocery shopping. And I'd say, I don't know, let's talk about it when we get to, Safeway or Save-On. And then we'd see some kid, like, losing his shit in the candy aisle, and we'd be like, nah, we're good. We're good. So, anyhow, thank God it happened. And I now have a lovely boy named Charlie. He's going to be 9, October 12th. And when I realized that Charlie was on his way, I thought, I'm a musician. I gotta learn some nursery rhymes. I gotta learn some songs. And I went to the Salvation Army, and I found Raffi and Sharon Lois and Braun and all of those. And they're great songs. But they just didn't sort of fit the way I was raised and the way I wanted to sort of, I guess, terrorize my son the same way my dad terrorized me. So I kept snooping, and I finally found the one. This is a song by Washboard Hank. We've got a Washboard Hank fan here. If there's any kids out there, gather around the computer, and parents, remember the chorus. It's a great discipline tool. Here we go. Nursery rhyme mode. Well, say your prayers and go to bed, or Chompy's gonna chomp right off your head. The dreams on your pillow will be blood red. He's Chompy, the head biter offer. Chorus. Chompy, the head biter offer. Chompy, the head biter offer. He's not very nice, I'll tell you twice. He's Chompy, the head biter offer. You gotta have evil eyes when you sing this to your kids too. You gotta have those like that 1,000-mile stare. Chompy went down to old MacDonald's farm, and he did a lot of harm. All the animals there are dead, 'cause Chompy chomped off their heads. Everybody now, here we go. Chompy the head biter offer. Chompy the head biter offer. He's not very nice, I'll tell you twice. He's Chompy the head biter offer. Yes, nice singing. Now Chompy went down to the Walmart store. He chomped off heads till he couldn't chomp more. The only guy who was not dead, thanks for shopping at Walmart, was all he said. Oh, Chompy the head biter offer. Everybody, Chompy the head biter offer. He's not very nice, I'll tell you twice. He's Chompy the head biter offer. Okay. This is the best verse of them all. Prepare yourselves. Kids at home, prepare yourselves. All you children better be good. You better do just what you should. If you don't do just what I said, Chompy's gonna chomp right off your head. He's home right now, hiding under your bed. He's Chompy the head biter offer. Everybody! Chompy the head biter offer. Chompy the head biter offer. He's not very nice, I'll tell you twice. He's Chompy the head biter offer. Yeah, he's not very nice, I'll tell you twice. He's Chompy the head biter offer. Well, thank you very, very much. I got to click this pedal because I got to tune this, and I don't want you to, just bear with me. I got one more song to sing, and it's not a goofy song. It's close enough. I don't know about the rest of you, but those early years, one of the things I loved about my son being home this spring is that it felt like that time before he went to school. And I loved it. I really did. I loved it. And I said to my wife, this feels like the olden days, except that he doesn't crap his pants all the time. This is great. I love this. And anyhow, one of the things I caught myself doing during this pandemic is telling my kid to hurry up. I was constantly saying, hurry up, kid, like, hurry up and get your shoes, hurry up and put your coat on, hurry up and grab your scooter, hurry up and get in the car, hurry up and get in the shower, stuff like that. And I realized that before he went to school and before he grew up, in Fort Macleod, we could spend a day going from my house to the post office and home, and that was like 4 blocks. And he was teaching me at that time, I didn't know it, to slow down and to explore, just like Doug's book, to explore and snoop around. Anyhow, this was a song that came out of the whole lockdown thing that we're in. Hey, thanks for coming, you people who are actually here tonight. Thank you for coming. You people out there on computer land, thanks for joining us. I wish the Canmore Arts and Creativity Festival a grand next 10 days. Ellen Braun, thanks so much, pal, for having me here. Big round of applause for all of the sound and light production. We can't do this, and the film, we can't do it without them. And lastly, Arts Place and Jeremy. Thanks for holding this. Thanks for being here and having a venue for us. Thanks to all the other artists. I like to hear you. I loved it. Hurry up, kid. You're going too slow. Me and your mama are dying to know. We had a big fight building your crib till we hung a mobile above it. I quit smoking. Your mama is showing. Boy, she's glowing. We can't wait to say hello.
Hurry up, kid, you're going too slow. You're going too slow. Hurry up, kid, you're going too slow. Smelling the roses, watching them grow. I got a big job way downtown. I got no time messing around. You know time is money, it don't grow on trees. Are you listening to me? When you're older you will know. So hurry up, kid, you're going too slow. You're going too slow. And it ain't life if it ain't living. Get it right in the time you're given. Oh, I'm just trying to make it last. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it last. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it last. Slow down, kid, you're going too fast. How the years just fly right past. I'll have a big cry on the day you spread your wings and you fly away. But I'll keep watching, I'll keep listening. I don't want to miss a thing. Take your time is all I ask. Slow down, kid, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it last. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it last. Oh, take your time is all I ask. So slow down, kid.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night here. Have a great night out there. Thank you very much.